You can do anything you set your mind to. This is my second time shooting this video because technology creates a lot of error in my life, as if I wasn't enough doing it on my own. I shot the entire video and then I opened my memory card और उसमें सिर्फ आधी video थी. Either I forgot to press record or life just hates me. I don't know which. Okay, so the story of how I got my driver's license. So it all started when I was a 2-month-old fetus in my mother's womb. Just kidding, intro to diya hi nahi maine. Hello everyone and welcome back to Sorry Not Sorry's channel. Thank you for being here. Sorry Not Sorry with a driver's license, that is. Bow down bitches, cause the world is mine. This isn't just a long story of how I got my driver's license, but ये अपने आप में ही एक मिसाल है that you should never give up on your dreams. The universe falls in love with a stubborn heart. कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती, and so on and so forth. But no, seriously, there were times in this journey when I thought कि मैं जिंदगी भर Uber Auto और Uber Cabs में जी लूँगी, but maybe I will never get my license. But I still pushed through that, and here I am. Where's my fucking license? Here I am. In this video, I will be sharing with you the eternal struggle I faced to get a hold of this license. And by eternal, I mean eternal. Like, struggle इतना लंबा रह चुका है कि it literally took me 2 or 3 hours just to shake my head and remember कि actually में कौन से incidents हुए थे for me to narrate in this video. And after shaking through numerous childhood traumas, मेरे दादा के 5 siblings का नाम, 6 का multiplication का table, and 2 e की मात्राओं में difference, which are all very difficult things to remember, by the way, I finally remembered all the attempts it took my dumb ass to crack this license test. Yeah. So it all started when I was 16 years old and I had just moved back to India और मेरे को नया शौक चढ़ा था कि मैं भी स्कूटी चलाऊं. Yes, this dumb bitch जिसको एक bicycle भी नहीं चलानी आती, still that dumb bitch, still don't know how to ride a bicycle. उसको स्कूटी चलानी थी. So मेरे स्कूल में सब हवाबाजी करते थे स्कूटी चलाते हुए, and as a third culture kid जो सालों से अपने रूट से दूर रही हो, I also wanted to feel like a हवाबाज. I mean a Delhiite. So I begged my dad for a scooty, and then I begged all of my friends and family to teach me how to ride it. And then after 2 घिसे हुए पैर के जूते, मेरे भैया के, मेरे नहीं, I was finally on road. Without license, मैं स्कूटी सिर्फ 1 या 2 किलोमीटर तक चलाती थी अपने घर के रेडियस में. So anyways, I used to go to my school via a school bus. बिकॉज मेरा स्कूल बहुत दूर था. जाती मैं स्कूल बस से थी, लेकिन वापस मैं कैसे भी आ जाती थी लटकते हुए बस में, किसी की स्कूटी में या फिर मेट्रो से. इवन दो आई डिडंट वांट टू टेक द स्कूल बस, आई काइंड ऑफ हैड नो ऑप्शन बिकॉज फीस जा चुकी थी. सो आई हैव यूटिलाइज्ड इट एज मच एज आई कुड. So one day my teacher just got really annoyed of me being always late to class because I used to take the school bus there and I'd be like super chill about it because she was like, why are you late? And I'm like, school bus late thi and they can't really do anything about it because unhi ka school hai, unhi ki school bus hai. So I was like super chill about it until one day she got really pissed of my excuse, which was very valid by the way, and said कि तुम school bus में आती क्यों हो, छोटी बच्ची हो क्या? Just kidding, that meme was non-existent in 2017. But उन्होंने ये चीज़ बोली थी कि please school bus में आना बंद कर दो. And I told her that I kind of had no option because the school is not refunding me my bus fee, so I might as well use it because you know money doesn't go on trees as much as I'd wanted to. She kind of really hated me because she had this pre-assumption about me that I was very egoistic and had a lot of attitude. I kind of talked about it in my previous video, you can check it out. But yeah, so anyways, मेरी टीचर ने जोखिम उठाया to talk to the transport manager for me because she thought कि अगर मैं इसकी बस छुड़वा दूंगी तो she'll take this bus, metro or whatever and be on time every day. Little did she know that she just got me an inch closer to my dream of becoming an absolute हवाबाज. Because फिर मैंने अपने पापा को literally beg किया कि अब मेरे पास बस भी नहीं है, प्लीज़ मुझे स्कूटी स्कूल लेके जाने दो. I convinced him in all sorts of ways. उस टाइम ना मैं स्कूल के बाद कोचिंग जाती थी, so I was like I can get to school faster. मैं रात भर पढ़ती हूँ, you know, एक सेकेंड मेरे लिए कीमती है. I wake up early and I lose out on sleep and like, which was all true by the way. I did go to a coaching after school, and I did study at night because that's just when I tend to focus more. Getting in half an hour more sleep would have been such an awesome thing for me. Sorry, I had to get my hair out of my face. I got too passionate about this. So my dad said you can take the scooty, but शर्त है कि तेरे को अपना driver's license बनवाना पड़ेगा. You want to go so far away and be on road. And that, my friends, is the very first time that I applied for a driver's license. And उस time पे मैंने motorcycle without gear apply किया था because 16 साल की उम्र में सिर्फ वही बन सकता है. It's important to note because this is going to be an informational video further on, like as in if you want to see कि what the license entails and everything. But basically उस time पे motorcycle without gear की terms एकदम rigid नहीं थी. अब वो बहुत ज़्यादा strict हो गई हैं. As in आप अगर मोटरसाइकिल विदाउट गियर ले रहे हो तो उसमें 200 cc के नीचे होना चाहिए and everything. So it was like very weird. But उस time पे I applied for that license even though I had like a very heavy duty vehicle which was a scooty. I do apply for a car's license further on in this video. I will get there. तो उस टाइम मैं अपनी मम्मी और बहन के साथ गई थी बिकॉज मेरी बहन को भी लाइसेंस बनवाना था. एंड उस टाइम पे ऐसे बिल्कुल सिस्टम मैनुअल हुआ करता था. 20 फॉर्म निकाले, 20 फॉर्म भरे, 20 फॉर्म अटैच करे एंड देन काउंटर पे सबमिट कर दिए और फिर तुम्हें वापस भेज दिया गया बिकॉज सरकार का टाइम बहुत वैल्यूबल है लेकिन तुम्हारा टाइम वो तो सड़क पे मुफ्त बिकता है. तो हम कैसे से करके कंप्यूटर वाले लैब में घुसे वेयर देयर वाज अ लाइन में हम साइंस पढ़ रहे थे जो बोर्ड पे लिखे थे एंड वाज टोटली अ विंग इट. वी डिड नॉट प्रिपेयर एनीथिंग बिफोर हैंड फॉर द टेस्ट. वहाँ पे मैंने देखा तो वहाँ पे ना पब्लिकली अनाउंस हो रहा था लाइक कंप्यूटर नंबर 5 पास, कंप्यूटर नंबर 6 फेल. एंड आई वाज लाइक ओह माय गॉड, ये तो इज्जत पे आ गई यार बात. ऐसे पास होना पड़ेगा, इज्जत बचानी पड़ेगी. एक्सेप्ट दैट दिस वाज द ओनली टाइम कि मैं इज्जत बचा पाई बिकॉज आगे जाके इज्जत बथेरी बार went to trash. There were many times after this that I really couldn't save my izzat. It was not a savable thing. So you have to score 10 में से 6 नंबर. So every time I got a wrong answer तो score ना बढ़ता नहीं था and every time I got a right answer तो score बढ़ जाता था. By the way, this is my mouse that I'm clicking. Anyways, the moment got so intense that I was literally at 5 and I was at my last question. So if I did not get it right then I would fail, but if I got it right I would pass because I would give me a 6 out of 10 and I got it right and I passed. And I still remember me coming out of the computer lab and being like मम्मी मैं पास हो गई and my mom was like दीक्षा तू पास हो गई, as if it was like an unbelievable thing because अभी तक किसी ने भी मेरा 16 साल के learner's license को seriously नहीं लिया था. There was even this guy on the counter that went like आप 16 साल के हो और आपका license कैसे बन रहा है. And I'm like I'm eligible for it. प्लीज़ अपनी किताबें खोल के पढ़ लो. I was legit eligible for it and many people don't know this but you're eligible for a motorcycle without gear license at 16 years old. If you didn't know, I fucking told you. So yeah, nobody was taking my license seriously because मेरी मम्मी ने मेरे को बस ऐसे ही tag along कर लिया कि बहन का license तो बन ही रहा है तो तेरा भी बनवा देंगे because I was like super young at that time. So after a while even I didn't take my license seriously because मेरे को एक बारी learners मिल गया. मैं स्कूल लेके जाने लग गई स्कूटी and then there was no turning back. And I remember मेरी sister ने फिर 2-3 महीने बाद permanent license test दिया था and I was so overconfident. I was like अभी टेस्ट क्या दूँ जाके, जब 18 की होंगी तो दोनों का एक साथ दूंगी, गाड़ी भी एंड स्कूटी भी. या तो मैंने अपनी गाड़ी लर्नर्स पे ही चलने दी. तो उस टाइम पे मैनुअल सिस्टम था, कंप्यूटर वाला सिस्टम नहीं था. सो इफ़ यू डिड नॉट गेट योर लाइसेंस रिन्यूड विद इन 6 months देन आई डोंट थिंक देयर वाज अ वे. आपको दोबारा ही अप्लाई करना पड़ता. एंड इवन इफ देयर वाज अ वे there was no way that I could have presented my license to the transport authorities because मेरा license literally स्कूटी की डिक्की में था and then my learner's license I'm talking about वो literally स्कूटी की डिक्की में था and somehow वो बारिश में भीग गया. then मैंने बहुत कोशिश की, मैंने उसे literally सुखाया and then I folded it neatly and put it in my wallet. but then one day I don't know शायद मेरी हवाबाजी की झोंके में उड़ गया and I never saw it again. so I couldn't really renew the license and there was no like data fed into the computer that would get me that license back because this is like 2017 we're talking about. I know it sounds like the 1980s but it wasn't, it was 2017. and when I turned 18 मुझे दोबारा से जोश चढ़ा कि मैं दोबारा से लाइसेंस के लिए अप्लाई करूँगी, मैं प्रैक्टिस करूँगी and I'll give my license test. and guess what my motivation to get this driver's license was? एक 18 साल की लड़की की मोटिवेशन क्या हो सकती है? दैट ड्राइविंग इज़ एन एसेंशियल स्किल और वो इमरजेंसी में बहुत काम आ सकती है, और मे बी आई कैन ड्राइव एंड run some errands and help out with some household chores. No, my motivation was मैं छोटे कपड़े पहन के घूम सकती हूँ and nobody would know until I reached my destination. And उस टाइम पे Ubers were like I think not that popular, and even if they were, like in college there was no budget to take the Uber, and I still lived my life in छोटे कपड़े, by the way, in the metro, in the auto, in the cabs, whatever. But उस टाइम पे this was a very big motivation apparently for me. So motivated Diksha went, and मैंने सारे फॉर्म्स वॉर्म भर के सब कुछ अटैच करके ऑफिस गई, बिल्कुल सुबह 7 बजे उठ के अथॉरिटी में गई. I gave all of my forms with my photos and blah 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 and the necessary stuff attached, and they were like, मैडम अब ना सब कुछ कंप्यूटराइज हो गया है, अब ना मैनुअल नहीं होता है, आप ना ऑनलाइन फॉर्म फिल करके आओ. And I was like, okay, it's fine, डिजिटल भारत का साथ देंगे हम. Even though I was a little upset, but still I was like, it's okay. Just went home, and then after it was really difficult. Like मैं कॉलेज से पहले 7 बजे उठ के जाती थी, probably missed a few of my classes to do so. So like 1-2 हफ्ते बाद दोबारा से मेरा मुहूर्त निकला to go to the transport authority. This time I applied online and I went, and I still had to get my documents verified. तो मैं गई काउंटर पे एंड मैं लाइन में लगी हुई थी, एंड देयर वाज अनदर लाइन मेरे साथ में, मेरे लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे, एंड आई आस्क्ड कि ये लाइन किस चीज़ की है, सो लॉन्ग. एंड द गाय ऑन द काउंटर सेड, अरे दिस इज ना फॉर दोज पीपल जो अपना फॉर्म मैन्युअली भर के आए हैं, तो उनकी वेरिफिकेशन होती है यहाँ पे. एंड आई वाज लाइक, bitch, what about 2 weeks ago when I came? And I wish I could go back in time and tell past Diksha that this is not the first time कि किस्मत तेरा साथ नहीं देगी Diksha. This is literally not the only time that this will happen. So I made my way to the computer lab again, and I gave the license test. License test almost same था computer वाला, except there was like random traffic police वाले बंदे जो computer test पे थे. It was a little bit harder but not that hard. I passed, I got out of it. और हाँ, मैं एक बहुत ही important detail mention करना भूल गई, and that is that मैं एक बहुत ही irresponsible, clumsy, बिल्कुल खोई हुई, my therapist thinks I don't have ADHD but I really think I do, इंसान हूँ. So I thought that मैं खुद नहीं ऑनलाइन फॉर्म भरूंगी, किसी और से भरवाऊंगी. So I asked this cyber cafe वाला person जिसका डिग्री का काम होता है फॉर्म्स वगैरह भरना, to fill the form for me. And इससे अच्छा तो मैं ही भर लेती, because उसने भी गलत भर दिया. And I was like, so I did get my learner's license, but the class of vehicles was fucking wrong. And I walked out of the office like I got my learner's license and everything went okay. It did, but like the class of vehicles was wrong. So after waiting for 6 months, I finally took my permanent license test का appointment. Previously क्या होता था, that एक खुले मैदान में आपको जाना होता था, वहाँ पे वो आपको बोलते थे कि आप यू टर्न लेके दिखाओ या फिर चक्कर मार के आओ, या फिर 2 ईंट रख देते थे और बोलते थे कि उसके बीच में जाओ. Anyone that's gotten their license prior to I don't know 2017 or 2018, उन्होंने ऐसे कोई टेस्ट दिया होगा. This is what I was prepared for, because मेरी मम्मी और मेरी बहनें बिल्कुल मेरे को ऐसे पंप करके भेजा था, अरे कुछ नहीं होता, बोल देंगे गाड़ी घुमा के आ जाओ, ये कर दो, बस सीट बेल्ट पहनना मत भूलना. एंड सो आई वाज लाइक ओके, इट विल बी अ पीस ऑफ केक. एंड उस टाइम पे मुझे लाइक मीडियोकर लेवल गाड़ी चलानी आती थी, मतलब लेट्स जस्ट से कि न्यू व्हाट accelerate brake clutch was, and I was like हाँ ठीक है, इतना तो मैं कर लूँगी, गाड़ी घुमा दूँगी. And oh my god, when I reached that place, एक तो मेरे घर के पास होता था पहले टेस्ट, बट वो जो लोकेशन हमें दी थी, it was some distance place में, किसी गांव में जाके, बहुत छोटी सी जगह पे जाके, there was this office that when I went in, मेरे फॉर्म की वेरिफिकेशन की, and then they were like okay, अब आप ये डेमो देख लो क्योंकि आपको इसके अकॉर्डिंग टेस्ट देना है. And I was like what? And I saw the demo and I was like oh my god, are you kidding me? So I'll explain what the demo looked like, and if there is a footage available on the internet, I will insert it into this video. So सबसे पहले आपको अपनी गाड़ी ट्रैक पे एंटर करवानी होगी. उसके बाद सी के शेप में, ऐसे सी के शेप में बैक करते हुए आपको अपने सारे छोटे कपड़े पहन के गाड़ी चलाने वाले सपनों को भुला देना होगा. एंड देन जब आप सक्सेसफुली पूरा सी काट ले,
उसके बाद एक और सी आएगा ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में. सो टेक्निकली इट्स एन एस एंड आई एम रियली सॉरी फॉर दिस शिट वीडियो, लेकिन ये इकलौती वीडियो थी जो बर्ड्स आई व्यू देती है. सो आपको इससे बेटर समझ आएगा.
Then you have to take your car and make an 8 with it. No, not an 8. It's more like an infinity sign, which will feel just like your efforts to get your driver's license, because you keep going around in circles and end up absolutely nowhere. Then you have to do a little zigzag on the road, because that's exactly how you're supposed to behave on the road. After which you have to wait and then follow basic traffic instructions जो sign पे pop up होंगे, and then you proceed to parallelly parking your car when the only line you can actually parallelly follow is the crease of your eye when you're doing your eyeliner every single day. And no, that is not a funny comment, and I'm not looking down upon myself. I actually do my eyeliner pretty flawlessly, and that's what makes me look pretty, and that's why I can ask boys to parallelly park my car for me. I'm just kidding. I'm a strong, independent woman. After you've parallelly parked your car, the last but yet the most difficult test is when you have to take your car on an incline and you have to stop it there, या तो brake की help से या फिर hand brake की help से. And then when the announcement says that you can proceed, we have to wait there. And when the announcement says that you can proceed, you're standing on the incline. गाड़ी पीछे जाए बिना आपकी डगमगाते ईमान की तरह, yes, I'm talking about the tendency to keep going back to your ex. आपको गाड़ी ऊपर लेके जानी है, and then you just like, yeah, and then and you're through, right? You've passed the test. But गाड़ी बिल्कुल भी ऐसे 10 inches भी पीछे नहीं जानी चाहिए while you're doing that, otherwise you fail the test. If you do a good job, you pass. मैंने पहले ही टेस्ट में गाड़ी घुसाई और सी काटने की जगह मैंने गाड़ी ठोक दी, and I failed the test. An announcement में जो लड़का था, that guy was like, दीक्षा सूरी आप टेस्ट फेल कर चुके हैं, दीक्षा सूरी आप टेस्ट फेल कर चुके हैं, प्लीज एग्जिट द लेन, दीक्षा सूरी आप टेस्ट फेल कर चुके हैं, प्लीज एग्जिट द लेन. And I was like, bitch, if I knew how to drive even that much to get to the exit lane doing through your zigzag track, क्या मैं टेस्ट पास ना कर लेती? Felt really bad for my mom because she was encouraging me the entire time कि कर लेगी तो कर लेगी, when she damn well knew that I did not even know the ABCs well of driving. But still she was like, कर लेगी तू कर लेगी. I don't know why she was so positive. Parents are so positive, I swear. And honestly मेरे को सही में गाड़ी चलानी नहीं आती थी, and I think it's absurd to think कि किसी को इतनी प्रो लेवल की गाड़ी चलानी आती होगी ऑन अ लर्नर्स लाइसेंस. अब आप इतना ना चला भी नहीं सकते रोड पे एज अ लर्नर, बिकॉज यू ऑलवेज हैव टू हैव अ परमानेंट लाइसेंस होल्डर सिटिंग बिसाइड यू, एंड मतलब इट्स इम्पॉसिबल टू गेट टू दिस लेवल विदाउट लाइक डूइंग अ lot of practice. So to me this was a total waste of my time. उस टाइम पे नया नया आया था. If I had been informed before time, it would have been very different, but I was not informed about this. It was just a slap in my face, and I think it's a great way for the government to be stealing our money. मतलब at least हमें बता देते. And so मतलब basically everyone was failing the test. In fact, it's actually impossible to clear the first time if you're kind of if you're not aware what is going to happen on the test. If you're a very pro driver and like a बहुत सालों से चला रहा है, then you'll maybe pass it. But जब मैं गई थी, even cab drivers भी fail हो रहे थे, and वो ना ego पे ले रहे थे, and they were going into the office and sorry, I'm like so itchy.
So people were going into the cabin and saying कि हमें इतनी छोटी-छोटी चीज़ों पे क्यों fail किया. Don't get me wrong. I definitely think this is a great test for new generation drivers like myself to be more safe on the road. लेकिन छोटी छोटी बातों पे फेल करना, जैसे कि येलो लाइन टच कर देना या फिर पीछे मुड़ के देख लेना, वो भी जब you're already so shocked that you have to make this entire pattern on the thing, and then हर एक टेस्ट की एक लिमिट है, like a 60-minute limit or a 1-minute limit, and then you fail them and then you have to reapply, give 1,000 rupees for the retest. I think is just a way to loot people of their money.
It's एनीवेज बट लेकिन उसी टाइम स्कूटी का जो टेस्ट था वो इतना सिंपल था, लाइक यू जस्ट गो एंड यू मेक एन 8 एंड देन यू मेक एन 8 ट्वाइस एंड देन यू कम बैक, सो इट वाज वेरी वेरी सिंपल. बट रिमेंबर व्हेन आई टोल्ड यू दैट मैंने फॉर्म खुद नहीं भरा था, आई आस्क्ड समबडी टू फिल इट फॉर मी ताकि कोई गलती ना हो. या दैट asshole forgot to add my class of vehicles. That was a scooty, मतलब motorcycle without gear. So the only vehicle that I actually knew how to drive एकदम perfectly, I couldn't give the test for it because वो मेरे फॉर्म में भरा ही नहीं था. It was absurd. किस्मत. Yeah, hooray! So the next time I applied, I was like मैं स्कूटी और गाड़ी दोनों का अप्लाई करूँगी, मैं बहुत प्रैक्टिस करूँगी और मैं चक्के फट दूँगी. कच्चे फट. मेरे को नहीं पता ये मोटिवेशन मेरे को कहाँ से आ रही थी. At that time, it's absurd and crazy, but I think I've cracked the code to life, and that is to literally never give up. Just like be stubborn about it and be like no, just never give up. And there will be one time when the world or the universe or whatever the fuck you believe in will be like yeah le yaar, just take it, and that your time will come, bro. This time मैंने किसी से अपना फॉर्म भरवाया. Again, it wasn't the same guy that fucked it up before. This guy was sitting right outside the authority. उस पे बहुत भीड़ थी. Also I couldn't figure out कि मैं कैसे लाइसेंस रिन्यूअल के लिए डालूँ because परिवहन की वेबसाइट पिछले 3-4 साल से जिससे मैं अप्लाई कर रही थी 150 बार बदल चुकी थी, and I really could not figure it out. That guy told me that it's better to just go for a new license altogether. It was very difficult to add a renewal or something, add a class of vehicles जो अब बहुत possible है, but उस time पे मैं बोल रही हूँ ना सारी testing मेरे पे ही हुई है. Like all the problems, like they were probably like oh Diksha encountered this problem and then they fixed it, but like मेरे टाइम में वो फिक्स नहीं थी, you know, they fixed it after I went through it. Like I am the reason why all the glitches on the website have been fixed because I fucking encountered them. And that happened, and then I practiced a lot. I legit practiced so much. My mom hired this guy for me who made me very comfortable with the car. Like वो मुझे हिल पे लेके जाते थे, like flyover पे when it was empty of course, and मुझे ऊपर नीचे करवाते थे to pass that hill वाला test. There's a मैदान near my house. मैं वहाँ पे ऐसे inverted circles बनाती थी to pass that C वाला test. And मतलब really practiced so hard and I got really comfortable with the car. So finally मेरे लाइसेंस की टेस्ट की डेट आई जो मैं ऑलरेडी बुक कर चुकी थी, and this is the year 2020.
Okay, I forgot to mention कि मैंने तीसरी बार अपना लर्नर्स लाइसेंस टेस्ट दिया था and then I applied for the permanent license test.
जब मेरे लाइसेंस की डेट आई, guess क्या हुआ? This was the year 2020, I believe. Yes, it was. पहला लॉकडाउन लग गया and I couldn't appear for the test. Yeah, at this point you're probably like भाई इतनी किस्मत किसकी खराब हो सकती है, and I'm telling you कि मेरी हो सकती है. and अगर मेरे पे ज़रा से भी दया आ रही है, so please watch this video till the end because I could literally use the watch time. And I don't care if you open something else on the tab, but like fucking watch my videos. It was like I actually practiced so fucking much. By the way, date ना बहुत देर से आती है. Like आपको महीना wait करना पड़ता है. If you're lucky, you can get like अगले महीने या 2 महीने की date, but most people get like at least 3 महीने date की बाद की date ही. The next time around that जब ये lockdown हो गया and everything, I totally forgot about my license because I had bigger things to deal with. COVID happened, depression happened, there were so many things that were taking up my mind, so I actually forgot entirely about it. Around the second lockdown I was thinking of reapplying, but I didn't do it because I just didn't feel like putting my money down the drain like the Indian economy had. PM cares fund. So I just waited it out and I didn't apply for it because मेरे को समझ नहीं आ रहा था कि कोविड के क्या हालात होंगे. I applied for my license again around I think January, and then अब 1 महीने बाद उसको actually appear कर सकते हो for the permanent test. January या February में I applied for my learners, or February or March, I don't know, some year this year. Cut to this year when I reapplied for it. My brother did it for me, I guess. Yeah, my brother did it for me. Regardless of so many people telling me अरे मैं करवा दूँगा, अरे मैं बात कर लूँगा, मैं वो कर लूँगा, ये कर लूँगा, मैं उसके बाप से बात करवा दूँगा, अपने बाप से बात करवा दूँगा, because I'm a Delhiite and I live in Delhi and surrounded by people who cannot stop showing off. So many people told me that they could get it done for me, but they couldn't. Every single person that was legit and was actually saying कि मैं करवा दूँगा was saying that आपको टेस्ट फिर भी देना पड़ेगा. I can just sit next to the person and be like, can you please pass them, and say do something like that. So I don't know if I should include this in the video. What happened next is that, okay, so this what happened. So there's my neighbor who told me about this Tiranga driving track. So what this track has done, I'll link it down below. It's a cool track. So these people have basically mimicked the entire track. Oh my god, it's exactly the same. And you can go there and you can practice, and then you can appear for your driving exam, which is only like 5-minute drive from that Tiranga track. So that's what I did. I went there and I'll put in some footages of like me practicing or something, because I really did practice, but I just did not feel like failing this time, and I had a really good feeling that I would pass. And that's what I did. I practiced a lot. So the people at Tiranga track, they helped me and they said that don't worry, it's not that strict, and they kind of are lenient क्योंकि यहाँ पे yellow lines drawn होती हैं, you have to stay between them, and time भी होता है, like आपको 30 seconds या 1 minute या कुछ ऐसे करके time होता है जिसमें आपको एक test complete करना होता है. So I was really worried about that, because I wasn't worried that I wouldn't be able to do it. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to do it in a time pressure. तो वहाँ पे बोला कि नहीं, they are very lenient about it, because the person sitting there वो मतलब कर देता है पास अगर आप थोड़ा बहुत इधर उधर गलती करते हो. गलती एज एन आपने थोड़ा सा येलो लाइन टच कर दिया, या फिर he will let you go. It's not that strict. So I kind of went with that mindset, and when I actually was giving the exam, I was like so confident that I'm going to do this. And I went in, मैं सब बिल्कुल हनुमान चालीसा and सब कुछ पढ़ के गई, prayed a lot, and then when I went and I gave the exam, I cleared all the tests. When it came to the last test, मैंने ना ऐसे गाड़ी चढ़ाई incline पे और फिर मैं वहाँ पे रुक गई, and this guy says, Diksha Suri, you have failed the test. And I was like, what? मैं incline पे लाई, and तब तक ना मेरी बत्तीसी बाहर आ चुकी थी, because I thought that I had passed and this is just the last test I have left. Guys goes, Diksha Suri, आपने test fail कर दिया है, please exit the track. And I'm like yelling, I'm like, why did I fail? And then they were like, please exit the track. And I was like, yes, but why did I fail? I did everything right. And then they were like, no, you have failed the test. And I walked out. I was so angry. I was like almost crying, because I was like, I cannot do it anymore. And then I asked the people what happened, the people sitting at the back and whatever. They said कि मैं yellow line पे step कर गई, and yes, मैंने yellow line पे शायद step कर दिया होगा, but it was such a little thing. And I asked that Tiranga driver वाले leader, I said कि I thought इतना leniency हमें forgive कर रहे हैं or whatever. तो he said yeah, वो कर रहे हैं forgive, लेकिन your timing was really off, because उस टाइम पे DMC या कोई I don't know the acronym for it, but कोई DMC वगैरह बैठा था अंदर, that's why they couldn't pass you. And I was like, what? And I was like, भाई इतनी कितनी किस्मत खराब होती है. And I saw other people doing the test, मेरे से पहले वाले बंदे और मेरे से बाद वाले बंदे, like उनको stupid mistakes माफ कर रहे थे, and I couldn't get through because some really elite person was there in the cabin watching me, and I was like, wow. Anyways, by the way, it's like a very nervous atmosphere that they create. Like they basically put like a handy cam on your face, and they go like, what's your name? And then I'm like, Diksha Suri, and then they go like, what's your age? And like, what's your... So nervous. मैंने अपना birth date 2 बार गलत बोला है. I was like, shit. Anyways, so I was upset. मैं बिल्कुल नास्तिक होके घर आई हूँ. ऐसे कुछ काम नहीं करता है. भगवान को मैं नहीं मानती. भगवान बिल्कुल exist नहीं करते हैं. I'm a highly spiritual person. For me to be saying this shit, I was hurt to another level. But again, I reapplied straight away. And मेरे को शायद 1 महीने बाद की डेट मिली. I practiced again as in refresh करने के लिए memory, even though I practiced enough before. I will put that footage here as well.
Here's me practicing for my second real attempt. अभी हमने C बनाया है, literally भी, और
दूसरा का तो हम बनाते ही हैं। अब हम 8 बनाएंगे। मैं बोर हो चुकी हूँ 8 बना के। अब हमने 8 बना लिया है। अब हम पैरेलल पार्क करेंगे। रियल लाइफ में से कभी नहीं होती, बट यहाँ पे हो जाती है सरप्राइजिंगली, बिकॉज भैया ने मेरे को एग्जैक्टली एक फार्मूला बताया है। एक फार्मूला बताया जिससे अगर मैं उस फार्मूला को फॉलो करूँ तो मेरी बैक हर टाइम हमेशा रहेगी। और वो फार्मूला सिर्फ और सिर्फ इस ड्राइविंग ट्रैक और उस वाले जिसमें मेरा टेस्ट होता है उसमें अप्लाई होता है। रिवर्स 3 पत्थर दिख गए, एकदम राइट घुमा दो सारा। लग गई। Guys, expert tips only available at Srinath Sari's channel to clear the license test. Basically हम हैंड ब्रेक वो कर देंगे, ब्रेक मार देंगे, ढलान पे हमारी गाड़ी खड़ी है, हैंड ब्रेक भी लगी हुई है। अब हमें ऐसे करके ऐसे उड़ानी नहीं है, मतलब चलानी है आगे की तरफ, लेकिन गाड़ी 10 इंचेस पीछे नहीं जानी चाहिए, अदरवाइज दे फेल यू ऑन द टेस्ट। ठीक है, सो at this point in real life I just get off the car and give it to somebody else कि like आप लगा दोगे मेरी गाड़ी, but okay, now we have to do it. The trick is कि आप क्लच को, आप जो क्लच वाला पैर है वो जो आपका ये रिम है ना गाड़ी का, उस पर मैं अटका देती हूँ so that my thing is not like fluctuating, because मेरे को ना टेस्ट में ना तुम्हें बहुत एंजाइटी होती है, ठीक है, बिकॉज 20 पीपल आर वाचिंग यू। ये वाला ट्रिक मेरे को भैया ने बताया था कि आप अपना क्लच वहाँ पे अटका लो एंड देन आई स्लोली गिव इट रेस दे के रखते हैं ऑलरेडी, और एकदम से हम हैंड ब्रेक छोड़ेंगे और अपने आप गाड़ी आगे जाएगी। तो थोड़ा सा रेस देना, इतनी नहीं देनी कि हमें बहुत ज़्यादा सुनाई दे, बट हल्की सी सुनाई भी दे। तो देयर एंड देन या अब हमारी गाड़ी बिल्कुल भी पीछे नहीं गई और सिर्फ आगे आई। अब हम बस 10 बारी और करेंगे, फिर हम जाएंगे अपने घर। Basically, on the day of the next test that I appeared for, I was like, मैं ऐसे गई थी with a straight face. Day of my license test, will I succeed? Will I not? मैं ऑटो पायलट पे चल रही हूँ। I don't even give a fuck at this point. मुझे सोचना ही नहीं है कि क्या होगा if I don't succeed, because I don't think मैं दोबारा ट्राई करूँगी अगर मैं इस बार फेल होगी तो। I'm practicing one last time and then हम टेस्ट देने जाएंगे। I just don't have any anticipation. And when I appeared for the test, like when I went in, there was like 2-3 security guard that were like, that looked at my form and they were like, second time attempt कर रहे हो, पहली बार fail हो गए थे, and I was like, yeah. And then second security guard comes and he is like, second time attempt कर रहे हो, पहली बार fail हो गए थे, and I was like, yeah. And then the third one also says, पहली बार, and I was like, bro, मेरे को शौक नहीं है यहाँ पे बार आके लाइसेंस टेस्ट देने का. Of course I'm here because I failed the first time. You don't need to say it so many times. And then I actually completed all the tests and I literally watched the yellow line this time. And so basically जब मेरा last test था where I failed पहले, वो जब टेस्ट आया आई वॉज लाइक रियली नर्वस, एंड मैं ना वो पूरा ऐसे नीचे करके जब आई वेटेड, दे सेड गो दीक्षा, एंड आई केम डाउन दैट इंक्लाइन. तो द पर्सन वाज लाइक ओके चलो अब जाओ, एंड आई वाज लाइक क्या, एंड देन दे वर लाइक हाँ अब जाओ, एंड आई वाज लाइक वो तो ठीक है बट व्हाट इज द रिजल्ट. ही वाज लाइक अब घर जाओ, एंड आई वाज लाइक ठीक है बट रिजल्ट क्या है. एंड ही वाज लाइक अरे जाओ आपका लाइसेंस आ जाएगा. मतलब 3 बार सबने मेरे को बोला दैट आई फेल्ड बट दे couldn't tell me that I fucking passed. So yes, I passed that test. I'm so happy about it and I was on top of the world. And by the way, स्कूटी का टेस्ट मैंने पहले वाले में क्लियर कर लिया था. As in पहले वाला when जब मैंने बोला था ना that I failed because I touched the yellow line, उसके exactly बाद I gave the स्कूटी वाला test and I passed that. And honestly, I always knew that I'm going to pass it. The car thing was the bigger issue. So yes, I passed. So so many times in this entire process when I was upset. Second last time में when I didn't get through, I was so upset. मैं बिल्कुल नास्तिक हो गई थी. I was talking to my therapist about it and I was like, so many people put me down in the sense that, oh, it's not important, it's just the license, it's not a life altering thing. Yes, but it's okay for me to be upset about it, and it's okay for me to be happy about the fact that I've passed. Like, a lot of people tell you that your achievements are not that big of a deal, but I don't want my subscribers to think that, because every single thing is an achievement. I got my license at 23. You can get it at 18, you can get it at 30, 40, 50, 85 for all I know, and there are literally no limits or no set timeline for you to achieve things. And I hope that you don't let people make you feel bad for doing something early or having goals that may seem small to other people, but for you they're like so big and they matter so much. I've also, because this is the second time I'm shooting this video, I also filmed me unboxing my license, so I'll put that footage in right now. उन बोलते एक हफ्ते में आ जाएगा, but वो 2 दिन में आ जाएगा, and here it is. I literally haven't even opened it. इसको more than 15 days हो चुके हैं इसे आए हुए, because I was like, मैं इसको film करूँगी and I'm going to like open this on camera. And when I passed, right, I wanted to film my mother's reaction as well. पापा को तो मैंने उसी टाइम बता दिया, because पापा went to give the exam with me. तो my dad was like really happy and I was driving like this and पापा कहते हैं मैं पापा मम्मी को फ़ोन कर रहा हूँ, and I was like नहीं मत करो, and I was like that गाड़ी टेढ़ी जा रही थी. मेरे पापा से रानी गया and he told my mom, so I couldn't film that reaction. But my parents literally opened this and then put it back in nicely, like वापस से, like they saw it and then they put it back so that I could open it for my unboxing. मैंने देखा भी नहीं है अभी तक. You know how I have kept myself from away from this. So are you ready? I'm really afraid कि like मैं से खोलूँगी and then like उसमें कुछ गलती होगी ना, I'll be like फिर से जाऊँ. So I'm really scared about that. Let's read the letter first. और लेटर के अंदर ही है डियर लाइफ. लाइक इसमें LMVNT कहाँ लिखा है? लिखा है. Nice. Oh, it's so pretty. I thought it would be ugly. It's very pretty. Okay, dear driver license holder. That's me they're talking about. Congratulations on having obtained or renewed a driving license. This license authorizes you to drive the class of vehicles mentioned in it. No shit, Sherlock. I request you to drive carefully, pay attention to traffic rules, and be courteous and considerate to other road users. For your reference, I am enclosing a small booklet which contains tips on good driving habits. What booklet? I didn't receive any booklet. Scam. In any case, license, please contact Motor with best wishes, yours sincerely. Telephone, blah blah blah. Guys, this is my license. What? Do I have a license? What? Okay, enough of me fangirling over my license. I'll put this in my wallet. As long as you don't give up, you can achieve literally everything. No matter how many people make fun of you or say that whatever you think is important is not important and your dreams are not important and they're impossible, and maybe they make fun of you. They're like, no, I don't think you'll achieve it, blah blah blah. मैं करवा देता हूँ, मैं पैसे दे के करवा देता हूँ, क्या करेगी इतनी मेहनत करके, blah 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 blah. You do you and you choose your own path. तुमको नहीं भी खिलाने पैसे, तुम मत खिलाओ, तुम सीख के करो. Do whatever you want, but just don't give up in life, because कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती. That's it for today's video. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for watching all the way through. Oh my god, मेरे घर में लाइट चली गई. Can you see my face? साडी वीडियो पसंद आए तो लाइक ते कमेंट जरूर करियो, और साडी नवी वीडियो ले सब्सक्राइब टू Sorry Not Sorry. Bye.